Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie, part one. I'm so glad that you are joining us this week. It is Sunday, March 3rd, 2024. I cannot believe it is March already. March means brand new products because Stampin' Up! Is releasing new products every other month throughout the year. In January, we have a new mini catalog, and then in March, we have online exclusives. In May, we'll have our brand new annual catalog, some more online exclusives in July. September is the fall mini catalog, and November is more online exclusives. And this year in 2024, Stampin' Up! Is releasing even more new products in those online exclusive releases, and they really brought it this time. We have so many fun new products, and this week, Mom and I are sharing some projects using those brand new online exclusives. So let's turn the camera around to the desktop so I can show you some of those new products and the ones I will be featuring in today's video. All right. Ooh, we see a little latte going on. But first, I'm going to talk about the general online exclusive release. One of my favorite products, and Mom, I know this is true for you, is this flowering zinnia suite.
Yeah.
This is sort of the feature, the cover girl of online exclusives, if you will. It is what is shown on the flyer from Stampin' Up. And so that means that we are going to see it continue on for a little bit longer, whereas some of the other online exclusive products are while supplies last. And so it's kind of an unknown as to whether that means 2 months or 6 months or a year. It really just depends on the products and how they sell. But the flowering zinnias we're going to see for a little while. And I know, Mom, you're mentioning this in your video, but the Simply Zinnia stamp set has kind of been in and out of inventory and back order over the last month during demonstrator pre-order. But as of right now, it is available for you to order starting March 5th when all of the online exclusives are released. However, those shiny sequins, which are so beautiful, they're like candy, they unfortunately have temporarily sold out and won't be available again until, was it the end of April, Mom?
I think it was like the week of April 29th. Bah, bah.
Yes. I know. I'm so sad about that, but there are so many amazing adhesive back sequins in the regular catalog. And so you'll be able to get those later. Do not let that stop you from getting everything else because you'll still be able to get the designer paper and the bundle and the embossing folder. However, the entire suite number is not going to work because the shiny sequins are not available. So you can just order the other things individually and still get them. We also have
I'm
some other
so
amazing
excited about
products, and
I'm sorry. Julie.
I have some images here for you. Now, this is not an official flyer, so demonstrators, you're not going to be able to find this. I just saved pictures from the web store and then just printed the little pictures using my print wizard on the computer. So it's like nothing fancy, but I just kind of wanted to show overall some of the brand new products that you're going to be able to get. So we've got the Latte Love, a little latte suite, the Flowering Zinnia suite with some new glitter paper. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. We also have a lot of fun individual stamp sets and bundles, including the Filled with Fun, the Wagon. Mom's going to show that one in her video, so make sure that you check out part two. We also have the Encircled in Nature, the Comforting Thoughts Words, the Drizzling Droplets. I think that one's back in stock after a short back order. Pets and More, In My Heart. Oh my gosh, the Magnolia Mood. I have seen a few samples with this one. It is gorgeous. I haven't ordered it yet, but I don't know. Did you get that one, Mom?
No.
That's okay. There's still time. There's still
I'm
time.
sorry.
There's
I've been on the fence about it.
Yeah, there's also the Sweetly Scripted, the Textured Timber, and then we have the Happy Little Things bundle, which has a couple little tag dies and these new embossing folders. I cannot remember the name of the embossing folders, but I have them right here to show you. So these come in, it comes as a 2-pack, and they're sized to fit in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which I love. But the product I'm going to be using today is the Little Latte Suite. So this includes the Little Latte designer paper, which is a 12 by 12 designer paper. So you get 2 sheets each of the 12 by 12 patterns. And the colors in this suite, in this designer paper, are Pecan Pie, Early Espresso, Lost Lagoon, Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, Lemon Lolly. It is so, so pretty. We have a photopolymer stamp set, which has got some great images here with the coffee mug from the top and the side view. Some little, what do they call those? Just swirls, I guess, that they do at the coffee shop with your fancy coffees. I have to admit that I have never in my life had coffee ever. Like I've never even had a sip. I've just never desired to try that. um, I have to say I don't love hot liquids in general because I burnt my tongue really bad in high school and so whenever I drink hot like cocoa or tea, I have to let it cool down so much. I drink it very like lukewarm and half the time I forget about it and then I have to like heat it up in the microwave. It's pretty sad. But anyway, the Latte Love has some dies that you can get with it, including some detailed dies of a coffee press and coffee pot, as well as dies that die cut the images in the stamp set. And you were talking about in your video, Mom, and we filmed that one first, so I feel like it's so backwards, but how you could just do the stamp set. And when I was crafting this one, I really felt like you could just get the stamp set and be fine to just fussy cut some of the images and not have the dies necessarily. Um, but of course, you save 10% when you get them together. So I always buy the bundle. I never I never get just the stamp set. The other parts of this suite are the natural jute polka dot ribbon, which is really fun. And then there are some swirl dots, adhesive-backed swirl dots, and these have 3 colors. There's kind of a vanilla, and then the petal pink color and pecan pie. I don't know how you can see the swirls on those dots. There you go, maybe in the light. These are so fun. So, Mom, I know you didn't get this sweet. Did you get the ribbon or any part of it or not at all?
Not yet. I'm thinking about the
Oh.
ribbon and the embellishments. Maybe the paper. I still haven't decided about that. But
Yeah. Well, one of the things I love about paper like this is you can fussy cut images from the designer paper. And so you don't have to have the stamp set. So both of these cards, I cut out images from the designer paper and then added that new embossing folder in the background. So one card shows the side view mugs and the other one is the top view mugs. And then the best part of my day. On the inside, did do a little stamping and stamped the same version of the image from the designer paper, but with stamps.
very nice.
I also created this one where I stamped and colored the mug. And I don't know how well you can see, I stamped the coffee beans in the corners there and added some designer paper and used some of that polka dot ribbon down the side. It says, "This one's on me." Okay, well, I've got a fun card to share with you today. So let me bring in my stuff. And this card I've made in the past, but I was kind of inspired again to make it when I got this card from Carmen Melendez as part of our team 1-for-1 swap. We have so much fun swapping as a team. So the 1-for-1 swap we do once a quarter or so, and you send a card individually to people and you get cards individually back. So it's so much fun. And Carmen sent this card using the Perennial Lavender designer paper and suite. And so it has a piece of designer paper that folds over and then a little mini card in the middle. And I looked back and I did the card like this back in, I want to say it was like August 2022. I used the Rings of Nature um, designer paper, Rings of Love designer paper from Celebration back then, and then the Rings of Nature, or whatever it's called, bundles. So I'm going to recreate this same card layout using the new Latte Love. And so I've got my pieces measured here for you, and I'll have the measurements as well in the video description. So we're going to start with a piece of designer paper. That's 5 1/4 by 6 inches, scored at 4 inches. So this is going to fold with my post-it note. So this is going to fold over so that you can see both sides of the designer paper. And I love this layout for that feature, how you can see both sides. Then I have the card base, which is 4¼ by 5½. And the mini card is actually also 4¼ by 5½. And so together, this is half a sheet of cardstock. On the mini card, I've scored at 2¾ inches to make that little card for the front. And then I have two pieces of cardstock, one for the front and one for the inside. And both of them are 2½ inches by 4 inches. I've got the white one for inside and pecan pie for the front. Some additional pieces of cardstock. I have a bit of designer paper that we're going to die cut, a piece of petal pink cardstock we're going to stamp and die cut from, and then our sentiment is 7/8 inch by 2¼ and a little piece of designer paper that is 3/4 inch by 3 inches. So we're gonna keep it simple with our stamping, and I love this trick, Mom. Was it the tiger card I think you did for Jungle Pals? And I love this idea of not coloring, and so I'm stamping my image on colored cardstock so that it's already gonna be colored in. I have petal pink cardstock, and I'm stamping with Calypso Coral to create my Calypso Coral mug. I'm going to use the early espresso to stamp a little bit of coffee inside the mug. And I'll die cut those in just a minute. But while I've got my stamps out, I'm going to do the inside. So the inside piece is going to say, "You're the best part of my day" in Calypso Coral. And then I have some of the, well, there's two kind of splatters. One of them is a splatter, and the other is sort of like the mug rings from a coffee mug. So I'm going to do the splatter in pecan pie, and then the mug ring in early espresso for the inside.
I
The
don't want
front sentiment is going to say, "Hello there, let's catch up."
I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this.
Oh, I hear ya. It's so hard to, once you see card ideas, I feel like it's so hard to say no. I usually do pretty good in the pre-order, like limiting myself and saying, "Nope, I'm not gonna get that." Like I didn't get the wagon. And I guess,
But you want to, don't you?
I mean, I do, but I can't have everything because I don't use everything. All right, I'm gonna die cut these. I love my little mini machine. It's so perfect for little jobs like this. What did I do with the dies? Sorry. Okay, here they are. Um, yeah, it's so hard. I do have a lot of things, but I can't use them all, so I try to limit myself. Another great thing is to find a friend and buddy up, and each of you get the thing that you one of the things that you're, not wanting to get everything, and then you can share. I think that is the best of both worlds, and I wish that we lived close enough that we could share our stuff, Mom. That would be so great.
Wouldn't it? And as I'm sitting here watching this thinking, oh man, and in another week, we are gonna see the
Yeah.
order for the new annual catalog coming up, because demonstrators can order for, just around the time of our onstage conference, and maybe for a day or two afterwards. So we can order right there and have it all shipped here before we get home.
Exactly, which is why we have to pace ourselves because there's always new stuff right around the corner.
Yeah. Which is kind of a paradigm shift if you think about it, Julie, because we've been demonstrators for over 20 years. And there was an annual catalog and then this little small mini brochure, which just had a few things in it.
Yes. The mini catalogs used to be really small, although they did come out like 4 or 5 times a year. So
Yep.
we did have frequent product releases. They were just smaller. And honestly, I like that better.
Yeah.
Like having a trickle of new stuff feels like I can pace myself better than having like, oh, you have a huge catalog with all the new stuff.
Yep.
I'm not complaining about new stuff, don't get me wrong. All right, let's get this layered on here. So the little mini card is going to open backwards because it's going to be opposite of the first flap. So it seems funny to stick it on like this, but I'm going to have the crease over here on the right side. And then on top of that, I'm going to put the pecan pie. And I will end up layering all of my pieces here on the front. So let's go ahead and get oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I want to add some ribbon. So I'm going to add the designer paper across the front. Oh, there's my Bella. Oh,
Oh,
I know. Okay, so the designer paper across the front, and then I'm gonna add a strip of the ribbon. I love this polka dot ribbon.
what's the color of it? Is it cake crumb or is it another color? Does
Yeah,
it
I would say it's like crumb cake. I think it's just supposed to
crumb?
be sort of like that jute, like cracked kind of color.
Okay. See, now I have to have that.
The ribbon is so pretty. And I mean, honestly, the designer paper is such a small investment to get new images and, kind of, I always say that like designer paper is such a great way to freshen up your stamp collection because you don't have to have the whole, the dyes and everything else. Like you can do so much with just just the designer paper.
Yeah, you got a point. Although I was starting to say when you were going through the Zinnia product that, please don't wait till the sequins come back in to think, oh, I'll just get it all then, because you might
Yes.
not. And, the thing's been coming in and out of stock. So I would strongly encourage you to get what you can while you can. This is
And
a
based on the
vibrant,
demonstrator pre-order, I think that is going to be a very popular product suite. And so
yeah,
it's very likely that some components may become unavailable in addition to the sequins. But just like have faith, like I said, that it'll be coming back. So if you miss it, it will return. So don't worry, don't worry if it sells quickly and you aren't able to get it. I did that kind of quickly, but I just added these on with some Stampin' Dimensionals and kind of layered them.
very nice.
Okay, there's our mini card. And so we need to now put the designer paper on. So this should be 4 inches across after the score. And so this is going to fit perfectly on our background. And oh, that's the end of that one. Um, well, I need to get a refill. Oh, this happens so much on camera. It's kind of embarrassing. I've got all these empty dispensers.
Yeah,
I should fill them all and then I wouldn't have them always running out on me.
I have found the same thing. So I try to keep two where I'm stamping, two in my little basket.
That is smart. Get rid of that little booger. If you're not familiar, our Stampin' Seal does come available with refills. So you can take apart the dispenser and add the refill and close it back up and reuse that dispenser over and over again.
Yep.
Okay, So I'm going to add this to the card with the flap on the left side. So we're going to have it alternate from the mini card. And then the card is going to go on here. Isn't this so cute? Love it. This is going to go on the center of the card. So I'm going to use some tear and tape because I feel like this little mini card is so heavy. I just want to use some extra adhesive so that it stays put and doesn't pop off the back of the card base. So I'm going to use some tear and tape, and then I'm going to center it with that flap open. I'm going to center it right there on the background, and that looks good. Just going to give that a quick little rub. So now I can close that and then close that on top. So we have a little double flap card.
Oh, nice, Julie.
But we're not done yet because, of course, we got to add some bling.
Oh, yeah, girl.
These adhesive-backed swirl dots are so perfect to embellish your little latte card. And I chose the petal pink dots for this card. So I'm going to have a couple here at the top and then one at the bottom to kind of create our trio of embellishments.
Ah, nice.
So
Very
fun.
so cute. Resist,
Yeah,
resist.
I know. Let me turn that camera around one more time and I'll show up this card one more time. Here is my finished card using the Latte Love bundle and a little latte sweet.
Oof.
All of these products, including the products Mom's going to show, all the online exclusives are going to be available starting Tuesday, March 5th. So just a couple more days to wait for that. If you're a demonstrator, you can order them right now today on Sunday. But for everyone else, they're going to be available starting Tuesday. And just a reminder that a lot of the online exclusives are while supplies last. So make sure that you order early to get all your favorites before they're gone. The flowering zinnias being the exception that we know will be restocked for sure. And some of the other things may as well. We just don't know. There's not a specific end date on online exclusives. Now, even though the online exclusives are only available to view online, you can order the online exclusives over the phone or during Stamp Club or anytime you see us in person. So don't feel like you can't get them just because they're called online exclusives. They're available to everyone on any order type. So don't hesitate to reach out and ask us.
So just one little quick thing that I was thinking about when you're
Mhm.
ordering, if you're in the online store and you see the product there, but it might say unavailable, then it's coming back. If it's gone, then it's not coming back. So that's how you can know that if you don't see it in the online store, it won't come back.
That's a great point. So if it does say currently unavailable, then you know that it's still coming back. And if it's gone, well, you're out of
Yeah.
luck.
Yeah.
But if you go there right now, it's not going to show up at all because it's not
Right.
released until Tuesday. So Tuesday, March 5th is the magic day that everything will be released. And I can't wait to see and hear about your favorites from the online exclusive release. Now it's time to go see what Mom has picked out from online exclusives and the project that she's going to share with you. So click the link right in the middle of the video to head over to her channel. You can also find the link to part 2 in the video description of this one. Thank you so much for watching with us today. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future Sunday stamping videos. All right,
Ditto.
Mom, are you ready to share with us?
I am very ready.
All right, we'll see you over on her channel. Bye, everybody.